Sure you can.
Hold on.
How will we know when people are coming on? Already coming on. Still no picture up. Hey guys, what's up? Badger here. Thanks for tuning in to Badger's Heavy Hitters. We're having some technical difficulties on our end again. We're trying to get stuff figured out, so you may just be getting voice from me tonight. I hope that's okay with you guys. Anyway, so day 3, you know, day 1 of not smoking, no fun. Day 2 of no smoking, fuck you. Day 3 of no smoking, fuck me, you know. So I'm going to be full disclosure with you. I ended up breaking down and buying a Soren, and I've been smoking CBD. So all good here too, Big Chief 81. Heidi, this M Cal, got you. Colby Martinez, Demetrius Shepard, Tristan J. Rogers, Kenneth Shavely, of course, my boy, Harbor area, where the sewer meets the sea. So, just playing with you, you know that, my boy. So, anyway, wanted to bring up a few things. You know, the moment we refuse to hurt other people because of our pain is the time we evolve as humans. You know, all these trolls that come on here and want to say all the things they say, it's all good. They're just hurt people, and hurt people hurt people. But I don't like when you guys get lost in the comments and start gangbanging with them to where you guys lose sight of the message I'm trying to get across that night, you know? So I'll tell you a little bit about Badger's Day. I'm very grateful to you guys, by the way. You know, I try and throw out a little daily thing through my phone, but I didn't realize I was locked out on my own thing, you know. So now I'll be able to start doing that again, you know. Not everybody gets the same version of me. One person might tell you I'm a good person, and another might tell you that I ain't shit. You can believe them both because I act accordingly, you know. That's just how it is. So, today, somebody called upon me, and that's what we do. We're of service in order to stay out of ourselves. I'm in service in order to stay out of myself. And an ex called on me today asking to be taken to the hospital, and you know, it's not like I sleep with this person or anything, but I caused a lot of damage in that relationship when I was using. I was not the kind person that I try to be today. I was not the thoughtful person that I try to be today. You know, and I want to throw a shout out to White Light Rising. Hey brother, we're not our past. That's all I can tell you is we're not our past, and let them judge a book by its cover. Let them open up the book and see that that's not who we are. One of my favorite things to do when I'm driving around is just smile and wave at somebody, you know, and they look at me, and I almost 99.5% of the time I get a smile and wave back, but I bet you they spend the rest of the day going, "Who the fuck was that?" You know, I can tell you this. I'm not even sure who that was, because that was never me before. I didn't give a shit about anyone else unless they had something for me or there was some way to benefit from them. My dog Ketis just came up and stuck her head in my lap. So, you know, I want to throw a shout out to Big Herc and the Fresh Out crew. You know, if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be having you guys. I'm very grateful to them. I just got through talking to one of the crew members over there. So just so everyone's clear, we're still very close, and I'm still going to be working with them. In fact, they're going to be dropping a new video on me on Friday. So bring you some more of that gore that you guys like. I try and keep this channel on a positive note. I do throw out some stories for you here and there, and they're going to continue to come out here and there, but I'm not going to flood my channel with that because I try not to live in that past, you know what I mean? And sometimes, to be honest with you, just opening up those memories, they they ignite something in you. You know, they bring back some hurt, some pain, all this stuff that I'm not accustomed to dealing with. Although I do have the tools to deal with it today. You know, where's the money icon so I can donate? Oh, hey, thanks, Mark Faith. So listen, yeah, we are self-supporting through our own contributions right now. The only thing we have set up is PayPal. So if everyone gave $1, that would be great. We're trying to get us the equipment so that we could bring you better channels, you know, our better, you know, visuals and sound and all that stuff. You know, it all takes a little bit of money, and we've sunk what we could into it. And I appreciate your support and your understanding as far as, you know, working with us, because we are a new channel. We are trying to put it together. We're having a little bit of difficulty with the editing. So, and I don't want to release poor quality stuff to you guys, even though the content is always golden in my opinion. You know, I see these thumbs down on Jim's and G's thing. I don't understand how somebody could put the thumbs down on somebody's life story, man. They're sitting down in front of a camera and telling you their life story. How could you put a thumbs down to that? It just makes no sense to me. But once again, hurt people try and hurt people. You know, I get it. A shout out from Zanesville, Ohio. What's up, Victoria Smith? So, gotta start somewhere, bro. Love the content. That's right. So Samuel, thank you for the donation. Alex, thank you for the donation. We appreciate you guys. We're going to continue to try and get the things that we need to get. We're going to get this. I'm going to try and drop, you know, a little something each and every day until we get the content that we want to bring you on Fridays. We'll be dropping, you know, a little sit down with whoever. But like bringing those people out here is costing me, getting them into a motel, taking them to a nice dinner. You know, just like everything adds up. And SoCal is not cheap, as you guys all know. And I want to keep our station pretty much the way it is. I don't want YouTube telling me what we can and can't say. So, but without YouTube, we wouldn't be here. Did you take a thumb in your booty in jail, Badgie? No, but I've had my own thumb up there a few times trying to get out, you know, some tobacco or a knife or whatever. You could believe that. Green hand the man money. So, you know, eventually it gets to where it's just a wallet. You know, gotta have a little fun with this, guys. So, but there really is no fun in wrapping, you know, a knife up in saran wrap, putting some toilet paper at the tip so you don't get cut, and then going to the hoop with it and having to come out of pocket in a couple of seconds in case you got to put in some work. You know, so keep that in mind, funny guy. You know, I love the content that comes from people that don't realize how serious that shit is in there. You know what I mean? It's not a fucking joke. See, there we go. I'm flashing back to the fucking penitentiary. You know, I got a funny story for you. So my boy was going out to court, and we usually like to send back, you know, as much tobacco as we can so that he can make some money if he gets a bail on him, so he can bail out, so he can send some money to his family. So he had about 3/4 of a can of Bugler, and I was short on Bugler, so I made 2 fat plugs for him, and then I stuffed a half a sock into one. So it still kills me. My bad, Jason, if you're out there listening. You know, so when he got to the county jail, 2 of the plugs were actually tobacco, and the 3rd plug was a half a dirty sock. You know, we're known to pull jokes like that on one another too. So let's see, all the mats. I could have been the dislikers. I wish I was a mod. Yeah, me too. The dislikers are the dislikers. They're never gonna please them because they're just not pleasable. You know, I've once again, my only problem with the trolls now is that they get you guys, you know, focusing on their bad behaviors and not the content of the channel. You know what I mean? Who do the Jews kick it with in prison? Well, the majority of the Jews end up getting a swastika tattooed on them, believe it or not. You know, I remember Avi Shish called his mom and said, "No, Mom, he's a good Nazi." You know, like this poor kid had no idea what he was saying just because I took him under the wing and I didn't want anything being brought to him. You know, it's a different world there. You know, like they they breed hate. You know, and the majority of us that do some janky ass crazy shit do it out of fear. Now there's a do you medicate? Medicate what? Uh, a gang of us do what we do out of fear, you know, and then you just have your plain psychopaths, which are plentiful. And then, so what we do, whatever we do out of fear to keep up with the psychopaths, you know. I'm trying to read some of this. So, what up, Badger? Ryan Young, what's up? Okay, going back to your first scenario. That's her blue. Said it was Shea Street. So it's 420 Boucher Street is our county jail downtown. You know, he said what he said, and I said, so I suppose I'm going to 420 Boucher Street. In other words, I thought I was going to be returned to custody. You could adapt to Midwest presidents where race don't matter, and they ride more than by the gang. Someone was in on the streets. No, I don't think I could adapt to that after being through our prison system, nor do I think I would want to adapt to that. You know, that goes, sort of explains exactly what I'm saying. Everybody wants to fucking be from somewhere, man. It is ridiculous. I used to get my clown on when people come in, what's up, Big Chuco from Chuckawalla, you know what I mean? I'd be like, what's up, you know what I mean? Big Bird, Sesame Street. You know, just because it got so monotonous hearing where everybody was fucking from. You know, and motherfuckers claiming neighborhoods they're never, ever, ever gonna see again. Because they fucking pulled the trigger for that neighborhood, and now they're never gonna fucking see that neighborhood again. Nor will they ever eat at their fucking favorite chicken and waffle stand or their taco stand or whatever. Cannabis, marijuana, Badger, cannabis, dabs, Bob Marley, medicated, sir. So no, I don't mess with any drugs at all. You know, drugs, one drug leads me back to the same drug every single time, which is heroin. I loved the hell out of heroin, but heroin definitely did not love me. You know, it gave me wings and took away my sky, man. That's all there was to it. So, yep, people need to wake up. Yes, they do, Big Chief 81. People need to wake up, man. You know, so listen, I gave you guys some misinformation the other day. It was my understanding that 78 people had OD'd in a park across. So it's Washington, D.C. is where it happened. It was 78 people bought some kind of marijuana and overdosed on that. They have somebody in custody for it. So I thought it was heroin overdose. That's what somebody else had explained to me. But one of you guys, Jose, thank you, Jose, for correcting me and giving me the correct information, told me that there was 78 people that bought marijuana sticks or whatever and OD'd in the park. What the? I guess it was K2 or something, K something, and I don't know, man. All of it's fucking poison. You know, if you want to feel good, I got a way for you to feel good, man. Believe that. So, and that's staying out of yourself. Quit worrying about what we're feeling. Worry about what somebody else is feeling and try and make their day a little brighter. That'll make you feel fucking good. You know what I mean? You haven't even smoked K2. You're right, I haven't, nor do I want to. Mushroom, Mr. Rush Brown. Nor do I want to, my boy. You're correct on that. PCP was my drug of choice for the longest time. I used to get it and have the old lady inject it into the cartons of Camels that I would get. And then the Camels would come through and the packs of cigarettes would all have PCP water soaked into them. And then I'd have everyone on the yard fucking looped out of their mind. So, let's see. Paint thinner smokers, right? Calcine Hotel, that doesn't sound like a very good one to me. You know, I get high on Starbucks double shots. That's right, enjoy life. That's how we do it today. You know, Man, it's Welfare Wednesday here, and the ambulances are going crazy on ODs. See what I mean? So Anderson, man, it's Welfare Wednesday here, and the ambulances are going crazy on ODs. I was just at the hospital where the guy was laying on the rack. He had a Supreme sweater on. The fucking ambulance drivers cut the arm all the way up his sweater. Now, you know that sweater costs a pretty little penny. So, and he let him know that it cost a pretty little penny. So it was funny because the guy who comes around to do blood comes up to him and he tells him, I'm here to take blood. And dude goes, no, I'm not giving no blood, man. No, I'm not giving no blood. I'm scared of needles. Oh my God, I fucking lost it. I go, listen, jackass, if you're so scared of needles, what the fuck are you doing in here on an overdose? You should just shut up and cooperate with these people. You know, like they just saved your life and you're already fucking woke up and ego's already back involved, man. You're already fucking sounding like an idiot. You know, it kills me, some of the shit that goes on out here. So what was I going to say? Speaking of which, so I want to bring up to some of you guys, and don't think I'm a police fan or a sheriff's fan or anything along those lines, but so if you don't know what I have on my jacket, well, that's on you. You haven't been watching the shows, but I'm going to tell you this. So when I get pulled over, I know that my name has already come up, and I know that, go away, Ketis, I love you too. I know that they know what they're dealing with when they come to the car. So with that in mind, I keep my hands on the steering wheel. I may reach over and roll the window down once they get to the car, but I keep my hands on the steering wheel. You know, and as they come over, if they ask for driver's license, ID, I tell them what moves I'm going to make. You know, I'll tell them I'm reaching to the glove box, sir, to get my my insurance out. I'm reaching into my back pocket to get my driver's license out. And guess what, you guys? I never get a fucking problem. In fact, they generally don't even search my car. You know, it's all approach. You see these kids wanting to act all crazy on these fucking Instagram posts and stuff, and you know, no wonder they're getting shot, man. So I'm not backing the police, but I'm just saying, don't invite the police into your life to the point of being shot. If you cooperate, do what you do, you know, the only people that are doing these things are people that have shit to hide. You know what I mean? Like, they're the ones that are always fucking talking crazy. I ain't letting you, what'd you pull me over for? Who gives a fuck, man? I'm pulled over. I'm going to keep my hands on the wheels. I'm going to fucking cooperate with them, and I'm going to try and get the fuck out of there without as least confrontation as possible. You know, did you get busted for? I got busted for jaywalking. Go to Fresh Out and watch my show. So how driving on a suspended license was turned into 20 years. So the Narcan and the chain that they use to make people naturally violent is good. About Popo True. Okay, the Narcan, the chain that makes all people naturally violent is sad about the Popo True. Right. All right. I don't know what that means, but did I meet any lowriders? Why would I want to meet any lowriders? You know what I mean? They're all green lighted in our county and in state prisons. So, yes, I know tons of lowriders. So, I'm assuming you're talking about Nazi lowriders. So, let's see. You better develop your faith in the old gods. So, on those questions there, I'll answer on my Instagram, not on this channel. You know, I don't want to bring religion into this channel. I don't want to bring any, you know, because if we did, I'd be bringing politics into this channel, you know, and then we'd probably run into problems. So, anyway, I took this person to the hospital tonight, and I knew I had wanted to bring this to you, so I stood with them for 2.5 hours, and then, you know, because I showed up and was of service, they had recommended that I go do the live cast for you guys, and, you know, either call her an Uber when it's time, or if I get time to come back, you know, then I'll come back and pick her up. And it feels good to do those things, especially in a relationship where you've caused a lot of damage and you're not trying to get anything out of it. Why green light? So a lot of you guys want to know about this or that. Listen, guys, if you're not going to prison, then what's the sense in knowing about this or that? Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? There's just some things that I can't answer. I apologize. I'll do my best in the future on videos, but like there's some things that I refuse to answer. I still have to keep me and mine in consideration, and you know, the protection factor. As I said, I'm not a dropout, and I go to, let's just say I see people that I know regularly, and you know, my cheeks were green lighted in the pen. They got busted by the homies daily. Yeah, me school, it sounds like it was a painful situation there, you know. He says my cheeks were green lighted in the pen. They got busted by the homies daily. I got a feeling you was probably volunteering them, you know, because ain't nobody just busting cheeks anymore. So let's see what else we can read here. Put your foot down, Badger. Thank you, my boy. Thank you for the support. Woods don't mint. Badger, tell a story in Corso. I don't understand what you're trying to say. So I don't speak computer very well. You guys got to lay it out the way it's laid out in either idiot or English, one of the two, because I speak both idiot and English. I see JD saying hi, Kenneth. So that's good. I'm glad some of you guys have developed some rapport with one another. That's a beautiful thing. It makes me, Badger, what do you think of Lockdown 23-1? I'm gonna hold my tongue. You play any instruments, Badger? Yeah, I play the male organ on occasion and the skin flute nightly, So just kidding on the skin flute. But when can we get a home tour? So probably after I hire a maid. You know what I mean? So can I get a shout out, Mr. Badger? Sleepy eyes, of course you can. What kind of veterans outreach do you do, if any? So Blue Rooster, what kind of veterans outreach do I do, if any? So that's the thing, guys. I want to follow a vet. I want to pick up a vet that's homeless, strung out, and put them through treatment and follow their story as my channel grows and once, funds are coming in. Because I'm going to be honest with you right now, funds are funny. They're just funny. And I hate to sound repeated on that, but I feel bad that I'm not bringing you the visuals that Herc's got, that he's been able to make money over the 5 years on, and all this and that. So when I've done all, the Fresh Out series for Herc out of love, you know what I mean? Like, he throws me a couple shirts here and there and buys me lunch. And don't get me wrong, he treats me well, but like, hopefully my story could reach out to some fucking young knuckleheads out there and fucking get them off the streets so they don't got to come inside and say, what's up, I'm fucking little Paco from Pacoima. You know what I mean? Not that I don't have love for Pacoima, Seezy Meezy. These are the neighborhoods. So what's the email, Badger? So it's heavy hitters, Badger's heavy hitters at gmail.com. Let's just do this real quick. We'll go through a couple things to help you get in touch with me, shoot me some content or whatever, and we'll go from there. I'll shoot you. So we have a P.O. Box, which it's P.O. Box 10863, Canoga Park, California, 91309. So, Badger's Heavy Hitters at gmail.com. I believe that's also the PayPal. Am I right? So yes, Badger's Heavy Hitters at gmail.com is also the PayPal. I do appreciate all you guys. Badger is jealous Big Herc is bigger, so he busts Herc's cheeks. Nah, me and Big Herc ain't busting no cheeks together. Sorry about that, bud. It's funny what goes on in some of you people's minds, man. It fucking kills me. Don't think it don't keep me laughing at night. So, Frankie Hernandez, I knew you were gonna blow up once I saw you on Fresh Shout. Gus, good stuff, Badger. Keep coming with that real. Got you. Appreciate it, Frankie Hernandez. You know, uh, yeah, man, keeping it real is real important, even out here. So, like, my word means something, like I don't need a cosigner on nothing. And that means a lot to me. And that's taken a long time to get built up, you know. I was asking all you guys well, not all you guys, but those of you that feel you need to change something in your life to start a change on Monday with me. And what I meant by that was, biting your fingernails, just some kind of habit that's really not conducive to, you living a better life, stay strong. That's right, Odin's watching over us, believe that. So, you know, for those of you that are in shitty jobs or whatever, so my motto has always been, and as a result of this, I've been very blessed. My motto has always been, always want more money. Always. I mean, always feel that you're worth it. But my other motto that goes with that is always work like they're paying you more money. You know, I'm quitting carbs. Shit, I wish I could, JD. So, yeah, always work like they're paying you more money, man. Shine. You know, I'm not good at everything I do, but I do the best at everything that I do, if that makes sense. You know, like, I'm not good at everything, but I do my best, and that's all that I can put out there. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I could say, well, I gave it everything I got. So, let me tell you a little story about when I first got out of the penitentiary. So, I went to, well, that's not true. I sort of PC'd up in my room for a while because I was scared of society and whatever. So that time comes when I have to seek employment, and I was living in Bakersfield, California, and I went down to Kenai Drilling, and I applied over there, and on the application it said, whatever. I told them that I had worked at IDL for 9 years, and said, what do you say about yourself? And I said that I have common sense. So I went back for the interview, and mind you, there was 2 people in front of me that had experience at, working in the oil fields, and I had none. So they went in before me. So, and they didn't get the work. Let me tell you how I got the work. So I went in, and I told him, he goes, so you worked 9 years at IDL. He goes, what's that? And I said, inmate day labor. So he goes, I thought you said right here you have common sense. I said, my boy, I do. I just learned it along the way. Hey, thank you, David L. Man, thank you very much. Everything counts, bro. We appreciate you. So we'll try and put it all together. It's going to go to the right stuff, you guys. Any donations, like, just like an NA meeting, AA meeting, everybody's self-supporting through their own contributions. And that's just how it is with us right now. We're not monetized. When we are, I'm going to have to quit cussing and yada, yada, yada. So I want to keep it real with you guys right now and not ever change on you, So anyway, as I was saying, I told him, yeah, I learned the common sense along the way, man. And he just giggled, and he's like, you know what? I wasn't going to hire anyone else, but why don't you be here tomorrow morning at 7? So I showed up at 7. I went to work. We were working in the yard, and I didn't ask how much they were paying me. I knew it was more than 95 cents an hour, which is what a top lead man gets in IDL. And so I didn't ask, you know what I mean? And so we were working in the yard, and I hit somebody up. I was like, hey, do you know what we make out here? And he was like, $18 an hour. So, like, I wanted to shit my pants, you know what I mean? I had never made $18 an hour. But, so I was working for a couple weeks, and I'm seeing all these guys slothful, bullshitting, fucking, I didn't want nothing to do with them. During break time, I would walk around picking up cigarette butts, on the yard and fucking doing all these things. And then one morning, I came in like an hour early. Mind you, this is an oil-filled bathroom that I'm going into. It is fucking filthy. So I just got busy in there. I just fucking sanded everything down. I painted the bathrooms. I fucking had to take a grinder to the urinals because that yellow stain was so in there, so bad. It was horrible. You know what I mean? The bathroom probably hadn't been cleaned since the 70s. I buffed out the floors, and then we were all out to work, and our boss's name was Mean Gene. He came out to the yard and he's all, "Oh, you fucking hands, get your ass over here." So everybody comes running over because at $18 an hour when they call you, you fucking ran over. So we're all lined up, and he's all, "Who in the fuck did that to my goddamn bathroom?" Just J-Cat Nut, right? So I was like, oh shit, here we go. You know what I mean? Because problems tend to follow me. And I'm like, "Yeah, bud, that would be me." He's all, "Get your fucking ass in my office." I'm like, oh man, here I go. Fucking thought I was doing the right thing and I'm getting fired. You know? Justin, hey, thank you, Justin. Thank you, Channel 1 Nawahate. Thank you so much. So anyway, back to my story. I head into Mean Gene's office. He's sitting there with his alcoholic red nose, sits in his chair, lights up a cigar, and he goes, "So what in the fuck made you do that to my bathroom?" And I said, "Well, sir, you know, like I got here a little early. I had some time on my hands, and I don't really like to just stand around, you know, and I'm very grateful that you gave me this job." He goes, "I didn't give you the job." He goes, "Someone else did." And I go, "All right, let me rephrase that. I'm very grateful that the company gave me the opportunity to work for you, and I truly hope you're not about to let me go." He goes, "Oh, I'm about to let you go, all right." He goes, "Go sign out for the day. Enjoy your day. Come in for the rest of the week. Sign in and sign out at the same time, and tell me where you want to go right now." I said, "Well, I'd like to go offshore, sir." He said, "All right, and then the following Monday, you're going to show up at Thumbs Island in Long Beach." Man, I was so excited. So I got paid the rest of that week, complete wages, $18 an hour for fucking not even showing up but in the morning. And, you know, I got the same trolls from back then, you know what I mean? Oh, fucking suck ass, fucking kiss ass. Well, you know, why don't you guys just go over there and continue playing grab ass and see where that gets you? You know? Beating women since 1994. You gotta change that name, my boy. That don't really work for me. But, yeah, that don't really work for me. Thank you, JD. So, yeah, man, I was blessed like that from just, you know, doing something that I, you know, like, nobody liked me as it was. I had that attitude and that aura of fucking fuck you, stay away from me, you know, which sort of worked for me in some situations, and in other situations, you know, it did what it did. So thank you, Justin, for the donation. Once again, thank you, Samuel, Alex, David, Justin, Blood and Honor. Justin donated, right? Let's see. Channel 1 Nawahate. Thank you. Hang on, I'm just getting that phone call right now. Hey, are you done at the hospital? All right, I'm going to have to call you an Uber because there's an accident on the 118 and it's packed going back. So I'll get that taken care of in a few minutes, okay? Bye. So that was my friend at the hospital that I told you about. They're done. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to go and pick them up because on the 118 freeway it was an accident and it looked like it was sort of shut down. I enjoyed that too. What a stupid name, right? What a stupid name. Like, I'm going to show that man any respect. So anyway, I'm going to have to wrap this up. I appreciate you guys coming online. Hey, Ghost Rider, what's cracking, my boy? So, under what name? I can't find it. Badgers Heavy Hitters. Oh, right?
Yeah.
OG Badgers.
No, just Badgers Heavy
Oh,
Hitters.
Badgers Heavy Hitters at gmail.com. So, so Peter, thank you for the donation. You know, man, I really appreciate you guys, and I really appreciate you taking time out of your night tonight and sitting down and, letting me get a little bullshit off my shoulders and share with you a little bit of my experience, strength, and hope. And if there's any message to go out to you tonight, it would be just that. In all aspects of your life, fucking want more always. You know what I mean? But try and earn more, or work like you're making more. You know. Do I think Bill Cosby is guilty? Well, let's just say the proof's in the pudding. He got 3 to 10. So thank you, Josh J. We appreciate you all. Yeah, work harder, man. Enjoy life. You're right. Work harder, my boy. And you don't even have to work harder. Work smarter. Always shit. You know these guys that they ain't taking breaks. They're walking around with a shovel, but they ain't doing shit. But the boss ain't gonna say nothing because he got a shovel in his hand. You know. So you just got to be smart about what you do. The proof's in the pudding. That's right. So that was just a little joke. Like if he's guilty of raping women, I couldn't tell you. All of a sudden, 45 years later, they want to say that this and that happened. I can't say what happened back then, and I sure was hell would hope not. Not with the rape thing at all. You know what I mean? Nor am I with the 288A, B, anything along those lines, So, I'm sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. As I was saying, always want more, but always work like you're willing to have more. Be kind, even when people aren't being kind to you, man. It's hard, especially in traffic. I understand that. I got some traffic stories to tell you too, because anytime I get in the car, Odin seems to get on the side. So he doesn't ride with me at all. Listen, guys, I appreciate you just as much as you appreciate me. Keep in mind, this is our channel, not my channel. This is our channel. Spread the word if you like what we have to say. Get us some subs. Do what we can. We'll just see how we grow, you know what I mean? Because we're going to grow together. You guys are the ones that started me. I cannot do this without you, So I'm going to go ahead and have to close now. Beating women since Trump's going to... Oh, my God. Beating women since 1994. I think you're going to have to be blocked, my boy. So, hey, guys, have a blessed night. Do what you can to be a better person tomorrow. Don't let today hold you back. All right? With that said, thanks for tuning in to another show of Badger's Heavy Hitters. I appreciate you all.